Welcome back to Strength Cultures Podcast, number one in the hearts, number one in the charts. Episode 124 today. We've got the boy there's on. Just letting you know that we have our next novice comp open up. It's on September the 7th, Saturday, September the 7th. So we're probably like 5 to 6 months away. And it is a great opportunity for anybody out there that is looking to push themselves or build confidence in their lifts with the goal of competing at a novice comp. These are one of our favourite days, along with Push Pull Run, these community testing days, because everyone gets around each other. It's not so much a competition as it is just pushing yourself around a like-minded group. It's great fun. So if you are interested in entering powerlifting and starting your journey with powerlifting, I think the novice comps are the best place to start. Our packages include full service coaching and gym membership, so you can join the gym, you can have full access to our semi-private coaching sessions here with all the coaches, as well as personalized programming and online support and accountability with your coach. So if you're interested, first link down below will take you for more information on the website. They are limited spots because there's only so many competitors that we can have on the day. So if you are interested, jump in quick. Let's get you to the platform for one of Strength Culture's novice comps. Sorry. For those that tuned in last week to the very end of the podcast, there was like a little extra tidbit. It sort of faded, but then we came back for another additional 5 minutes on the potty because we know how much you love us. Charlie was talking that you were sandbagging your squats. I think that's where we ended up getting to.
Yeah.
Yep.
And how's your realization been this week, Charles?
I haven't really had a realization. We trained together this
Was the realization that you were sandbagging your squats?
Well, I kind of knew. I told you guys last week. I said I'm just in the pocket. I'm just not even in the pocket. I'm just kicking it. I knew I wasn't pushing hard. I'm like
the pants weren't on. They were in the cupboard.
I knew I wasn't. I wasn't claiming that. Yeah, it's an up. Like it's hard. I wasn't never claiming that.
Yeah.
I knew they were shit.
And
Not shit. They were just like going through the motions.
They were shit for you.
They were going through the motions.
I was happy with your squats. The other boys just flamed.
What were you
but then
happy
by
about?
the end of it, I was like, yeah, fuck you, Charles. I'm going to jump on board.
You move the needle too much.
Way too
You
quickly.
move the
Always.
needle
I
way
go
too
with-
much. Didier can bench 170. Fucking Charlie sandbagging.
Gassing them up. I gassed my mates up.
What were you happy
Yeah,
with?
but they're saying he's pushing them adequately
enable
hard.
Charlie to like mega undershoot.
What were you happy with about the squats?
No, because when you're like, oh, I'm doing 8s at 150, I was like, yeah, it's cool. And then the other boys dug a bit deeper, and then I turned out, I was like, nah, fuck you,
Okay,
Charlie.
I was
that's
wrong.
not
So now
it.
you're back.
No, I'm back on your boys.
Oh, now
yeah.
you're back.
good.
No, I
Okay,
move
that's
with the wind. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not denying that in any stretch of
The
the
thing what is that
I float,
sets
mate.
of 8 on a squat, you've got to really be like, you know,
Just got to pump out the first
It's
four.
cardio, isn't it?
it's cardio. Yeah.
It's cardio.
It's you've got to be like mentally on. Like you can't.
You need strategy.
Yeah.
You need
If you just
strategy,
rock, and this
but-
sort of thing last week, I just couldn't be fucked. I just rock. I'm like, 150 done. I'll just do the 2 sets, and that was my thought process. I've got no issues with that.
You need strategy, and you need to know that it's gonna suck. Like there is such a light weight. Let's just even say 10 reps, 8 reps, 10 reps. The weight you could do on squats where that would still be chat is quite low. Like if I did 80 kilos for 8 reps, I'd be like, oh, like I wouldn't enjoy doing
80
that.
kilos.
Like it just there's an amount of
8
reps
reps.
that it's just like
Nah, now you're
I could do
talking
it.
shit.
No, but I could do it, but it wouldn't be fun. I'd be like, oh, that kind of
80
sucks.
kilos.
No, but it's not about not doing it.
It's always going to feel
It's
hard
even like,
irrespective
if you
of
do
weight.
a belt squat,
Not
with like,
80 kilos.
If you do a belt squat ass to grass with one plate on there for 12 reps, like proper ass to grass, it's chat. It doesn't mean you can't do 3 plates, but it's not
Oh, I
enjoyable.
disagree.
So if you hunt,
You can make it hard.
If you
I think
stop,
your ceiling
no, but
is
it's not,
way
I'm not
too
saying
low.
I'm not saying that it's difficult. It's just it doesn't feel good. It's never like, oh yeah, that felt great, that felt easy. It's always like, that kind of hurts my legs. You know you can go up, but you can't just stop where it feels trapped because then you'd never go up. Split squats, another one. They never feel good. I've never done a set of split squats. I'm like, oh, that was so easy. They always feel hard.
Even body weight
But you've got to
walking
go up.
lunges is never
100%.
enjoyable.
You've got to go up. That's the point.
You got to go up.
You've got to.
Yeah, don't fixate on the weight. I
Don't
guess.
don't fixate on the sensation. Oh, it feels hard. It always feels hard. It's always gonna feel hard.
I didn't say that it felt hard.
Well, this isn't for you. This is more for the listener, I'd say.
I just said I couldn't be fucked.
That's fair enough.
It's just
did
broken
you?
the fourth wall. Is that what it's
Did
called?
you say you couldn't be fucked?
I said last week, I was like, I never once said I was like, that was all I had in me. I know if I wanted to, I probably could have fucking done 175.
All right, at least we know that now. For sure.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't be fucked.
I think
fair.
the argument last week that 150 for 8 wasn't
It
stimulating.
wasn't stimulative. That was the key point because it's not.
From a
what did-
maintenance standpoint, it would be.
Maintenance
Not
of
for you.
what?
Yes, it would.
Maintenance of 150 by
100%.
It maintains
it's-
your
it's
ability
good
to do
for
150 by
Yeah,
8.
that's
No,
what it's
I
good
think
for.
from a muscle standpoint too, 100%. You're still moving a heavy
How
load.
many reps away from failure were you? We're going back exactly.
I
where
still
we were last
reckon I could have, what do we do, 8?
I think for maintenance, RPE doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think as long as it's for forceful.
But what are you trying to
sports,
maintain
wait,
though?
for
What are you trying to
hypertrophy?
maintain?
hypertrophy maintenance.
I don't know.
I reckon it. No,
Hypertrophy
100%.
maintenance, I think it would matter.
They've done
on
research that
hypertrophy
just
maintenance.
walking fucking maintains hypertrophy.
Okay,
Getting out of bed and
perhaps,
walking maintains hypertrophy.
Yeah, but how much muscle do those cousins have?
Is it optimal?
Anyway, my point
I don't know.
is, if it's a forceful contraction and it doesn't need, I don't think it needs to be RP6 and above for maintenance.
Okay, maybe not even RP6, but like, where does it end? If you did 120, if you did 100, like, at what point is it no longer maintenance? Do you know what I mean?
But I wouldn't do 120.
Wait, so you reckon your quads need maintenance?
No, I wanted to do my 2 sets of squats. I couldn't be going balls to the wall, and I just fucking put 150 on and did them. That was my thought process.
My thought process: if you're gonna maintain, just skip squats, and you're probably not gonna lose muscle in a week anyway, and just don't do 150.
but what if I wanted to do squats?
then actually do
I
squats?
just didn't want to do them as hard as
Yeah,
I
that's,
as I could.
fair. Not all training has to be hard. That's all
Intensity
right.
shaming.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, he's shaming me.
I am. Bit of healthy shaming. I've been shamed.
Yeah.
I needed it.
You're a big boy.
You're a big boy.
You're a big boy.
big
Don't
boy.
forget it.
You're a big boy.
Charlie farted during his squats today.
It was unbelievable.
And it was like his reps. The second I saw him fart,
It's a tempo fart.
Tom Diamond thought he ripped his pants. I'm like, no, that was that was like a 4-second fart. And I swear to God, the third rep, once he got a whiff, Charlie smiled, and the bar speed.
He loved it.
He loved it. Bar speed
Stunk.
flew. It was like intraset ammonia, but just like fucking.
Fucking hell.
He pressed the NOS.
Whatever it takes.
Nitrous
It
oxide
was
there.
so bad.
Okay, no.
Too fast, too furious.
How was your session though, Charles? Today.
Yeah, it was better. Well, it was probably better. Squatted without knee sleeves. How can we fuck putting them on? And then, what do we do? You did 170 for 3, and I did 160 for 5 and 6. So a bit better than last week. Improvement.
Boy, this man. It was just
Chipping
boy
away.
this. Is this.
I'm not going to run.
Sometimes
I decided I'm not going to run today, though. I'm going to do air biking, so I'm going to cross train. Listen to my own advice because I feel shit.
Fair.
My joint. I'm starting to feel a bit fucking
Banged up.
banged up. Yeah, well, I've done some big weeks, and I'm just like, oh, you know what? Cross train.
Test is
Cross train.
plummeting.
My test is plummeting. My test is plummeting.
Even
So
further.
I squat it, and I'll do some bike later. Cardio is harder. Though I did my cardio already, 6 reps.
You did. No, 8's a cardio.
I did. Oh, so I got to go do 2 more reps.
That's it.
Yeah, that was the squats. That was good. And then GHDs, leg curls, 1-legged pendulum.
I reckon squats the exercise most affected by having a training partner.
Yeah, we need to go out into the bush and just squat.
What?
That's what Arnie used to do. With who he used to go?
Franco Colombo.
Yeah, they used to go in the bush. They used to take barbell plates and just squat in the bush.
Yeah.
Squat until they couldn't walk.
Nice.
Probably lost me at that. I'm not like that.
Logistically, that sounds like a
we've got a nice,
Honestly,
warm
Knowing
gym.
what we know about Arnold now, do you reckon he was just high as nuts when they were out in the bush there?
Smoking weed.
Smoking weed, doing mushies,
Probably.
just training?
That's what they were looking for. They weren't looking for squats in the bush.
I reckon that's probably what they were doing. That's probably the underlying,
He was trying to spell it out to us
yeah.
of why he went to the bush. It wasn't for squats.
It wasn't. You,
But they
don't just
squatted.
go to the bush to squat.
But that
with
wasn't
your
why
mate.
they went to the bush, though.
Just look at Tom Platz. He didn't need the bush.
He didn't need the
He
bush.
found Jesus, fucking Ganesh, whoever he needed to find when he was doing his squats in the gym. He was-
Honestly, climbing Oliver's Hill on the bike, I find Jesus on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like
what does he tell you?
Oh, he's fucking keep going. That is like the closest thing you can get to like
You're a big boy.
in the like a quad exercise. It's just fucked.
What do you
Wait.
do when you break the top of the hill? Do you just stop or do you just
Slow down.
Yeah. What do you do?
We wait till all the boys get to the end, and then we just have a few lollies each, like good stuff, fellas, and then we go down the other
Keep
way.
riding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you do stop at the top.
No,
Like
I
you
keep
pedal
when
a
I'm by
bit.
myself. I keep riding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I usually slow down and get some lollies out. Reward myself.
Replenish.
Reward replenish.
No, I was having a chat
myself.
about like bring back the training partner thing. I was having a chat. I think it was with James George. He's going to be a regular on this podcast. Just his name, but
Remember the name.
We got to get him on.
something about a training partner. Oh, it was
Ricky Bobby.
Ben Lee. Ben Lee
Ben
was
Lee.
training, and I was like, "Come every Wednesday because I can help you every week."
Yeah, mate.
And then his bench has gone up like 10 kilos
Fucking hell.
simply because I'm just there yelling at him. And he was pushing himself that hard. He was meant to do tempo 2-count pauses. And on the last rep, he was going to miss it. In my head, I was like, he can't pause this one. So I just told him, don't pause it, don't pause it, don't pause it. And he's like, all right. And then he got it up.
Man, let's go, Ben.
But yeah, he's
What's
had
that?
like a 10 kilo increase simply because I'm just there pretty much just yelling at him, telling him to go heavier.
Does plenty.
Yeah, training partner. I think we even had a little tag with it being that it's one of the training principles. It's a principle of training. It's just having someone there.
It makes life easier. I find even segue to the running as well. But same thing. When I'm running with a partner, it's just easier.
When you went to go see the leg curls today, and you did 80 kilos for your first set, you dropped to 10. I told you to do 75. And
Yeah,
you did it.
you always say more.
Always more.
Oh, yeah. Some dog is calling me.
Big vibrations. But it's mad.
100%.
I think
Unknown
you can't,
numbers. Yeah, training partners.
because it's something you can't quantify. You can't quantify the.
How much does it help? A bunch, yeah. It can,
Yeah.
sometimes helps a little bit, sometimes it helps a lot. Yeah,
But I feel like it can make or break people.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. You know, I've seen reps. I've been like an audible yell, like something that someone's going to like miss halfway through, and like I've just yelled something. I don't know. And they just fucking. It just comes up again. The same thing happens.
That's my secret to benching. Just grunting.
You have to, yeah.
What? Because I feel like your training intensity, Didier, over the last maybe 6 to 9 months has increased.
Plummeted.
Your current MVP, I reckon.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you. I'm doing my
definitely
best.
current MVP.
Because there was a
doing my
period there where you were training with Dally and you guys were competing with.
A little bit of that, a little bit of arms.
Yeah, was that arm training?
That was more like arms. We were just fucking.
Did that competition bleed into main lifts?
I'd say it. I'm going to be completely honest that, and this might sound like a swing of the dick, but
Swing it, man.
I am more
You got a big one,
personally
mate.
driven by beating myself. As much as competition's great, listen.
Shut up. You're better than us.
Your authentic self?
My authentic, my true self.
Fucking think you're better than
my
us.
inner self. No. Listen, if there's a little back and forth, I love it. You push, I push, but ultimately, here's the thing: you can find that intensity. I just do find it from wanting to beat previous versions of myself and trying to manifest better versions of myself in the future. That's just. I like to swim my own race. I think it works well for me.
So, because
Swim
I
your
don't know,
own
you
race.
can tell me if I'm naive here, but I feel like
big swimmer.
Big swimmer.
You're a big swimmer.
I'll tell you why. When I was watching the Olympics in fucking 2008, I just remember the Aussies. They would have just won a medal and yeah, the commentator's oh, so how'd you do it? You did so well. My plan was to go out there and swim my own race. I'm yeah, mad, swim your own race. That's the way to go.
Sticking with that.
Fucking hell.
Steve Magnus put up a post the other day talking about even from a competition, not even just by yourself, but competing pre-social media. It was just you wouldn't compare yourself against the entire pool.
Yeah.
The comparison would be against direct competition, and that would be the drive, and that would be enough, and it would be enough to stimulate fucking that bit of mongrel. Where he was saying that he reckons the comparison with social media and seeing the entire pool just almost breeds this defeatist mentality.
And that
I'll never
really-
be that, as
and
opposed to I can
I-
chase this guy that's next to me.
That's the thing. And I really think that can be a big problem for a lot of people because if you're only satisfied when you can beat every single person you've ever seen on social media, or you could add 50 kilos to your total and still not be as strong as that 16-year-old who's fucking way stronger than you.
Shouts out Lucas.
That can shouts out Lucas. That can be a really bad mindset to be in. And as much as I know there's people way stronger than me out there, and there always will be. For whatever reason, I'm able to not focus on that. Just focus on beating myself. And I get satisfaction through that because if you're gonna if you want to compare to someone else, you can always find someone. And it doesn't mean you should never compare. If you've got a mate and you want to go against each other, you want to beat them, they want to beat you. Crazy, but you've got to know if it works for you because if you're always chasing something that's potentially impossible, it's that can make you feel oh, what's the point? What does it even matter? I'm still weak. It's well, fuck. That's not a good state of mind to be in, I think.
Yeah, it's like someone pulls 200 for reps and they're oh, I'm still shit. It's no, that's
There's a lot of that goes on, I've noticed.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
no, that is
especially-
objectively
There's
good
a
in the
few.
scheme of in the scheme of the world. You know what I mean?
People got to fucking.
But it's funny though, because at the same time, people will say oh, dudes, you did this, you did that, that's so good. And then I'm oh yeah, thanks. And in my head, I'm no, I want more.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, but please don't.
Not swimming your
Please
race.
don't. Please. It's like with the Jamie thing last week. It's do not tell me that a 140 bench is good. I want more. I'm appreciate it, but inside I'm no, we're not stopping here. There's more. There's more to come.
If you want me to tell you you're a piece of shit, I'll tell you.
Look, in a roundabout way, we ended up.
We can degrade you if you want.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Absolutely.
You are worthless.
All right, I want to. So I might be naive to think this, but I feel like your training, maybe it's your progress has increased in the last.
Just chipping.
I think so. But honestly, It's just
Is
chipping.
it just an extension of chipping, or has something changed in your mindset?
It's genuinely
Chip extender.
just chipping. What I have done better is I've not focused as much on forcing, I guess, progress through the main lifts. That's just come the usual chipping away. I've definitely brought more intensity to my accessories, which I think is a good thing, because that's something I think I lacked for a long time. But you see, he's doing this, he's doing that. There was no one period where I'm like, all right, for the next 3 months, I'm just going to go ham. I've just been chipping away. You chip away, and before you know it, you're hitting some mad numbers. But it's like, and that's why, like, I'll even say to some clients, like the people are like, oh, dudes, like, you've got to stay out of the pocket. Stop staying in the pocket, like, push a bit hard. It's like, nah, man. I got here by just chipping. There was no week or month or 12 weeks where I went super ham. You keep at it. You keep at it.
Chipping.
And then obviously train hard enough, but you don't have to do anything crazy. And before you know it, you've hit some mad numbers. How'd you get here? Just by showing up and doing it. Like, this is the work you need to do. Like,
It's hard enough. It's hard enough for long enough.
Obviously,
Like,
don't
that's
underdo it, but you don't have to like think I always need to be working harder. You could be working hard enough, and all you need is time, and that's the only thing that you need to get where you want to.
Just going to take a quick break in the episode here to let you know that we are available for both online and in-person coaching at Strength Culture. So if you're a regular to the podcast and you enjoy these conversations around training and how we help clients, or our own journeys with strength training or health and fitness in general, there's a good chance that we might actually be great fit to help you with your journey and your goals. So if you are interested in chatting to either myself or one of the coaches, you can find more information for our coaching services in the second link down below. Or you can simply shoot one of the coaches on the main page and Instagram DM, and we'd be happy to see if we're a good fit to help you with your training and your performance goals. So yeah, back to the show.
That was the same with when, with powerlifting. Like, for 5 years, I just chipped.
You're a big chipper.
big chipper.
And
You're a big
Charlie's
chipper.
great at chipping, 100%.
Like,
Good
even through lockdowns, I had that rack in the and I just, like, some that could not be fucked, but I'd go in there and I just do my squats, and I'd just do my squats, and that was it. And then I'd fucking leave. But, like, I did that, and I didn't miss a week. Like, three sessions a week for fucking 5 years.
Just keep doing it.
4 sessions. I'd float between 4 and 3 sessions.
Yeah, you're a big chipper. I've historically been a big all or nothing guy.
I'm the opposite of a big chipper.
At the moment,
You're
no,
a big all or nothing.
yeah, but that's fucking. I said historically. I feel like at the moment, you don't fucking go at me. You know, just shit in my mouth. At the moment, I did.
Hey,
I was ready to go all. Huh?
Real hate or fake love?
Yeah, historically.
No, but do you want real hate or fake love?
I don't think I would put you in the all or nothing category.
You've
He
had
has
moments.
moments.
You've had
He has
moments.
moments.
I've had moments. There's always something.
Yeah, they're on holiday when you're overseas gaining weight. That's the only time. Other than that, I feel like you're
there's
always a
moments.
chipper.
There's moments. We had
There
a
have
conversation today.
Historically.
We had a conversation today.
Yeah, and what did I tell you?
All right,
Yeah,
let
no,
Bruce
I know
finish
what
his
you're saying.
sentence.
So
I've been consistent. I've recognised where my capacity currently is.
Yep.
And I have been consistent with the minimal sessions. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Post triathlon, I said I was going to do 5. I did 2 weeks where I was doing like fucking, and I was like, nah, I can't.
You set the bar too
I
high.
can't. I set the bar too high. I got shit outside of training that's just like hectic. I took on a bit too much, like fucking with other stuff and just managing whatever else. And I'm like, yeah,
Cup's full.
it was my cup was too full, and it was like I was disliking training.
Yep.
I disliked it. So I reckon, hey, you know what? These are your 2 must-dos or 3 must-dos. Do them, nail them. Everything's improving. You know what I mean? That's it. You got to recognize, and that's where I went wrong previously, is that I would set the target, fall short of the target, fuck it, and then it's nothing.
Beat yourself up.
See, and for,
You
and
know?
for me, I think that for the most part probably hasn't happened from a training standpoint. Like I've never expected myself to do this insane amount of training. Like I haven't always got all my training in, but it's not because it was completely unreasonable. Just I didn't get it in. Blah blah blah. But nutrition, 100%. That's me. Like always, just like reaching
40% deficit.
Yeah, just way too hard, never lasting long enough, never doing consistently. That 100%. And whereas I think like more recently, I've just found a lot more of a sustainable approach of now I'm chipping my nutrition. Whereas in the past, I didn't chip my
Chip it
nutrition.
there.
It was
You
just
just gotta
fucking
chip it, man.
What are you
beat
chipping?
yourself into
We
the
need it.
ground.
We need it. What is
it.
the opposite of chipping?
Chipping is going
All or
hard, balls
nothing.
to the
It's all or
wall.
nothing.
And if that works, great. But if it doesn't work, you fall flat on your face and you're back to square one.
all-
We need a
all-
tagline for it.
all or
We need a
nothing.
tagline for
It's
it.
the 8-week challenge vibes. It's a 12-week
Balls
challenge
to the
vibes.
wall.
You send it for 12 weeks. You do sick mini cut and rebound hard, or you train. Fuck, I'm gonna do 2 days, and you do it for 3 weeks. Fizzle out. Fuck training.
Another
I
big
really
one.
like the way that Spider Everett goes about his
Here we go.
Because I've been watching him because he's training for that Ironman at the
fucking
moment. But
3 a day.
the way, 4 sessions a day.
He's a full-time athlete.
Yeah,
man.
no, he does. He'll do like his 4K swim in the morning. But then with his lifting, he just does like at night. It's like a 30-minute session, and he does like 3 exercises.
Just like hard.
It'll just be like tonight. I think he lifts weights like 5 or 6 days a week, but he spreads that volume. This is what I've gathered from his Instagram. He spreads that volume across the week, very
doing some
small
detective work.
doses.
There are
Detective work.
micro dosing of strength training.
Well, he does a lot of bodybuilding too. So he'll be like tonight's session was just shoulders, and he does shoulder press, lateral raises, rear delts done. But then he does a fucking
They're
400
real Ironman muscles.
real Ironman muscles.
100%.
Rear delts,
He squats,
especially.
I've seen
Rear
him
delts
squat
to
like
the
160 for 8, and he like he'd stiff leg deadlifts and shit. But yeah, I just like the way that he sort of attacks. It's like real, like.
You can't have the sliders up on everything. You know what I mean?
If you were trying
Give and take.
No,
You
like-
take my endurance. You get rear delts.
Yes.
You can't squat 3 times a week.
if you were trying to train for that and then do the bodybuilding program that I'm on
days
at
a
the
week.
moment, you'd probably hit a wall pretty quickly.
strife.
Yeah.
But I like the way that he attacks it.
Unless you're gassing.
So I reckon when I do the half Ironman next year, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, nice.
Just because I've realized too, the bodybuilding stuff, you can be quick with it.
100%.
You can get 4 exercises done in 30 minutes.
chase that pump.
20 minutes, 25 minutes.
Yeah, I've got like an accessory day on Monday, and the amount of shit I get done in 1 hour, it's just sickening. It's
Sickening.
just
With 90-second
quick.
rest,
You
oh,
can,
my
be
luck.
quick. You can be quick with some strength stuff too.
You can definitely
can.
be quicker. You can
It's just the
definitely
rest.
be
That,
I think it's-
rests kill you a little bit more with strength and
you know,
warm-ups.
the drums, people go from 70 to 120 and they're going to squat 200 and they rest 6 minutes.
People take the piss with strength training.
You can go from barbell
Powerlifting.
70 with powerlifting. Yeah. You can go from 70 to like 140 in fucking 5 minutes.
No, you definitely can.
You could
know
literally
what I
just
mean?
go plate,
Man,
squat, plate,
I
squat.
remember Will Berkman actually inspired me years ago. Blast from the past. Blast from the past. Blast from the past.
Master
No,
plaster.
but I remember we were training at Lift with Alex Hayes, and he came in and he was like deadlifting 260 in like 5 minutes. It was just like, and I just saw it was just red on, hit a set, red on, hit a set, red on, hit a set, and before you
And
know
then, and then it's like last warm up to top set,
little
kick it
bit
a
of a
bit.
space,
That's
yeah.
when you.
Yeah.
That's when you kick it.
And then I started doing that, and I was like, "Oh wow, you can actually get to your top." And even Alec Blennis talks about that too. Like he's like, within the first 10 minutes of the gym, I'm at my top set. People do take the piss.
Dinarco's great at
And
that.
I've started
You-
to
He
yeah.
walks in the gym, you blink, he's at 220. Like, just fucking boom, boom, boom. And it's definitely doable. There's no, whatever the numbers are for you, 150, 200, like, we all probably take a bit more time to warm up than we.
Other thing that Spider Everett does that I like, that I've noticed he puts in his post that I've been telling my clients to do this for years, is block time for training. He puts it in there. He's like chest 6:45 p.m. till 7:30. It's that fucking when you go like
calendar.
Google Calendar, baby.
5 minute
It's
increments.
not even that. It's just like
I think I need to go home. That's the biggest
dedicate
voice
30
break on
minutes.
earth.
30 minutes to like that's it.
Yeah, I think if you have a reasonable but firm, like, all right, this needs to get done by then, you just move faster. Like, I remember, like, once recently, like, I was deadlifting because I knew I had to be out of there at this time. Suddenly, I fly through my warm ups in 20 minutes. It would have taken fucking 40 because you're like, oh, we've got somewhere to be. Let's go 120. Let's go
It's
whatever.
fine.
Urgency.
It's fine as well, like to be social in the gym. I know some people like to. It's
Nah.
no. It's
Distractions.
Time is money, baby.
Time is like, no, you want to
Friends
come
of
in on a
losers.
Saturday morning and you like to take a bit longer and it's whatever. It's fine. It's just don't think training always has to
doesn't
be
have
that.
to be like that. If
If
it is
you've
like
only
that,
got 45
cool, yeah.
minutes, you can get your fucking session done in
can.
45 minutes. Even if you got to miss an accessory or two. Yeah, too many people blow sessions off.
Yeah, well, I think that falls into the all or nothing category again.
Yeah.
You can
That's a
still
chipper.
chip-
That's a chipper.
A chipper gets in and
Spider
just gets
Everett
it done.
Gets it done.
Spider Everett's
Yeah.
chipping.
Yeah,
He's
absolutely.
chipping. He is a full-time athlete. What does he do for work?
I think. I don't know.
Makes
not a
Instagram
coach.
posts.
His Instagram's blown up. He's got 50K. He had 10K when we started following him. Like,
Blew up on reels.
Just to one last thing for this
he's not a coach though.
all or nothing. I'm not sure.
All right, you should
we
ask
don't.
him.
We don't
Ask him,
know.
where's-
I'd have him on the potty. Though.
Yeah, we'll get him on the
Absolutely.
potty.
He's from Canberra, I think.
Spider Everett.
Maybe we can reach out.
Do a
to him.
tour in Canberra.
Big fan. I love
Who can we
you.
get? We haven't been in Canberra. We can get him, Spider Everett.
Hang on. I want to come back to Shero. We'll get Shero back on. I just want to come back to the all or nothing because I know there would be a lot of people that feel and experience that friction with getting started, whether it be starting a new habit with training or a nutrition strategy or something like that. What practical steps can we set to help people that fall into the all or nothing?
I just get people starting with less every single time. Hey, I want to train 3 times per week. Oh, sweet. When was the last time you consistently trained 3 times per week? I don't know, like 4 years ago. It's like, all right, maybe let's do 2.
That's a big one.
Do 2. Like I usually ask when trying to work out frequency for someone, I ask them how consistent their training's been over the last 4 to 8 weeks. And if they go, oh, it's been spotty, then like you set them the most achievable target. If it's like, if they go, it's been 3 times, for 3 weeks and whatever, start with less, because like the confidence, first, the realization that you can still progress off of less, especially when you've been relatively inconsistent, is massive. It's like, oh fuck, 2 sessions is achievable and I'm making progress. That's important. But momentum, like psychological momentum's it's a real thing. And like you have this perception of success in yourself, you're more self-confident, fucking things start rolling and everyone feels it. I don't know, I feel it. We all feel
absolutely.
it. All feel it.
I think when a lot of people are signing up with a coach or starting a new program, they're like, all right, this is it. I've got to take things seriously now. I've been doing 3 sessions. Nah, I'm definitely going to do 4. But as you're talking about, it's momentum. And when you accumulate 1 win, you feel accomplished and it's easy to take on that second win versus trying really hard to get this massive win that you may or may not get, feeling like it's unachievable, and then you're back to square one thinking, this whole lifestyle changes is so hard. Whereas make the win super easy, smash it, and then go one by one. And obviously having a coach can help you, guide you through that process. But from a coach's standpoint, that's where it's like sometimes we just have to set the initial targets very achievable and manageable, with the understanding that there's more to come, but we're just starting here and it's a journey. We're going to go one by one. And I think regardless of the approach you take, it's just important to keep in mind that wherever you want to get, it's not going to happen quickly. And over the long term, showing up consistently in some capacity trumps all, whether it's with your nutrition, whether it's with your training. So instead of having the magic 6 weeks or 12 weeks, think about how good things would be if you just showed up even 70% as good as you can over a year. That's the meat and potatoes of it at the end of the day.
Like meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
Thought you were a pescatarian.
The other one would be, I think, accountability. Just having someone, whether it be a coach, whether it be a training partner, wrapping back into that initial point there. Just having someone there to check in on you. Just be like, hey, how'd you go? Or, hey, you doing that thing tomorrow? Or whatever it might be.
That's it.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. I've heard
some people can't be saved by coaches, though.
Say that again, sorry?
Some people can't be saved
Some people
by
can't,
coaches.
yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Absolutely.
Cancel culture.
No, what do you mean cancel culture?
I don't know. I was just
I'm just saying some people, even with a coach, they can't be saved.
Snowflakes, fucking 2024.
Internal locus of control. Is that the direction you're heading there with that?
We can go there if you want.
No, it's all right. I actually
Go
want
back
to
to quantum lifting episode like 3.
Jamie and I tried to be Jordan Peterson.
Yeah. We did a pretty good job.
That was a good era.
The lobsters.
That was a good era. That was a good arc.
The lobsters. It was that. I figured it out. It's that 24-year-old. So I reckon you've come out of school. You're like this. This is going conspiracy theory again. You come out of school and they box you in school. They tell you this is the way of the world, and then you get out and you realize they've been lying to you. And you go through that arc. You discover Jordan Peterson. You discover fucking old mate.
The new one is bloody Tate.
What's Alex Jones? You discover Alex Jones, and you're like, they've been lying to us. My fucking Miss Matheson was lying to me this whole fucking time.
Jordan Peterson,
and then
Alex Jones,
and then your test drops a little bit as you get to like late 20s,
and you go back in the box.
And you level out, and you're like, oh, the box is actually a nice spot. The box is all right. I'm happy to just chip away.
Box is safe.
I'm just happy.
These society norms are actually all right.
Yeah, I'm happy to for a reason. I'm happy to just chip in my box. But you're not fully back to there. You know that there's some dodgy.
Yeah.
You know,
You've got a way out. There's a side door.
You know, there's some dodgy shit going on.
If you wanted to leave the box, you can.
Yeah.
You try to wake up and then you're like, all right, I realize ignorance is bliss. I'm going to pull it back. I want to pull it back. I'm good.
Yeah. So what does that arc then look like, Charlie? So you finish school, like where does it create? Where is it testosterone that drops that brings you back?
It could be. I reckon it's at 24. There's something else I want to say, but I don't want to say it.
What happens in that? Like, what is it? You just mature. Is that all it is? You mature.
He's going to say it.
I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
I don't know what you actually...
You do know what I'm going to say.
I don't know what you're going to say, but I feel like you really want to say it. You're just going to say it anyway.
Welcome back.
Right.
Charlie said it.
He said it. He said it in the end.
I crossed the line.
There's a good section on the Hamish and Andy podcast called Keep It or Delete It. Do you know it?
Nah, don't. No, I remember now. Yeah,
and they come in with like a topic or a thing, and then they kind of discuss broadly what it is. and then it plays the intro music, and it might be the end of the segment. Like they don't actually get into the segment because he's gone through it and it was shit house, and he keep it or delete it.
That's
Like,
us every week.
That's us every week. There's like, I'm gonna say it.
Dan Gorringe does a line. He goes, "We'll say this is the line. If you don't hear the next bit, I've crossed the line."
Yeah, exactly. That's literally it. Yeah.
And he's crossed, and you don't hear the next bit.
And it just cuts it.
So he's crossed the
Goes
line.
Yeah.
And you're like, what did he say?
So we just crossed the line. But
crossed it.
I've heard some interesting takes on Roadhouse, the movie, and I wanted to explore.
I wanted
this
to go
'cause
back to the Ark.
I know that.
Nah,
you
no,
left
no,
it.
we're done with that.
I thought we were trying to do the Ark.
done
Yeah, we
with
did.
that.
We heard it. The other guys
But
didn't
they
hear
don't
it.
get to know.
No, but we didn't actually come to the Ark. What the Ark is.
We'll never know.
I think it's just called maturity.
It's the Roadhouse.
You just mature.
Maturity.
I think that's kind of what the arc is. No, because we like being
Maturity.
movie critics on this movie and TV critics.
Yeah, Roadhouse sucks.
Yeah.
No, it's enjoyable.
I
It's
don't
an
know.
enjoyable
That's
shit
what I've
watch.
heard.
It's
I've
an
heard-
enjoyable shit watch. I went in with the expectations of it being shit. I read some reviews as well that were like, don't expect this to be a masterpiece, but you'll have a laugh.
I just thought, man, I like Jake Gyllenhaal. Like, man, in Nightcrawler, that's fucking unbelievable.
Yeah, he's a good actor. He was good.
Unbelievable.
He's
a good actor.
He was a good actor.
So my expectations were a little bit higher, but
Yeah.
then fucking, I don't know. Just,
no, it's a
it's-
cheesy fucking action movie.
And then this is where
Western.
I question it. I'm like, did they, because it's an 80s remake,
Did they lean into the cheese?
Did they lean into the cheese and make it like shitty with
I think
delivery
they
of some
do
of the
that
lines
with
on
some
purpose?
remakes. It's like they know what they're doing. They know it's people are gonna like think it's a bit of a gag. Like, yeah.
That's
But did they?
What I was, but did they? That some of
Conor
it was so
McGregor
bad that I was like,
was horrendous.
yeah. For something that was so A-list, I was like, take McGregor out of it.
He was horrendous.
He was fucking.
Someone said that he's kind of just played himself.
Yeah, but
times
worse.
15 and he's
played
gassed. He's
himself.
juiced to the
He's
gills.
so juiced. He's like puffy. He's a puffer fish.
Fuck.
So McGregor
back.
is a puffer fish.
His head's bloated, his traps and delts have blown
he's
up.
juiced as, and then he's one line, but it's like he's playing himself, but it's someone else playing himself. It's because it's not him. You can tell he's putting on a
They
character.
dialed him up.
Maybe it's him on a night out. I don't know.
Maybe it's him on gas.
When the wait, the best part is he's got the golf club and he's like, I haven't been clubbing in a while. And he's
It's
like,
so bad.
oh, what the fuck?
And he's
man?
got this like crazy grin the whole time.
like
and then like
Psycho.
could have turned it off a little bit. It's just like the whole movie. It's really bad.
So when you say that it's funny, is it trying to be funny or you're finding it funny because of how bad it is?
You
Jack?
find Conor McGregor's acting funny.
Yeah.
His character's like, wow. Jake Gyllenhaal's good. The first half is good. It's actually setting up for a really good, and they're just, Conor McGregor. Someone wrote that it could have been a lot better if they just cast someone different as Conor McGregor. They almost didn't need Conor McGregor's character. I actually
the
found Conor
storyline, the way they wrapped it up, it was all just shit.
the story, the ending was shit. The wrap up was like a 6-year-old wrote it.
Yeah.
It's the biggest piece of shit I've seen in a long time.
But I enjoyed it.
Just
I
put it that
enjoyed
way.
it. Deuce was out. I was at home by myself. Popcorn, Harry on the couch in the dark. Just watched it. It was good.
Did I watch the other day? It was the second time I've watched Whiplash. Have you seen that?
Nah.
Oh, crazy.
What is a movie?
Keep forgetting the main character's name. He's in a bit. It's a movie. It was one of the guys from Project X. But he's since found fame. I don't know. Really good jazz drumming movie. Fucking intense.
Jazz drumming.
Nah,
Jazz drummer.
it's intense. It's this guy wants to be a jazz drummer in a school. There's a mentor, absolute nutbag, like just aggressive, wants to get the best out of his musicians, and it's just like the pursuit of. I'm not going to ruin it. If you watch it, it's fucking hectic. Edge of your seat. I
Jazz
watched
drummer.
it twice, and even the second time I was like, oh,
Whiplash.
Whiplash, great movie.
Crazy.
Did you watch Bad
Whiplash.
Reindeer? You watched
I
Bad
did.
Reindeer?
Baby.
Reindeer. Keep calling it Bad Reindeer.
We
Bad
can't.
Reindeer.
No
Reindeer.
spoilers here.
No
'cause I wanna
spoilers,
watch it.
but
No, it's
Yeah, no
brand new.
spoilers.
it's dark. It's twisted. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I like that type of shit. But it's a lot.
I watched the trailer. I watched the trailer on Netflix. I'm like, oh, this is a comedy. It's a romantic comedy. I thought it was. I started watching it. It's like psychological. What did you say? Thriller? I wouldn't know.
Yeah,
Thriller.
kind of.
Drama. It's drama. A bit of thrill.
There's a
Yeah, the
movie
woman
called-
the woman actress, she is fucking unbelievable. She does it so well.
Fun fact: the writer. So it's a true story.
Yeah.
The writer.
Oh, it is
The
a
guy-
true story.
Yeah, it's a true story.
More or
The
less,
guy
like
that
a
went
couple
through
things
it
have changed,
was
yeah.
the writer, and is also the actor.
Oh wow.
Because he did it as like a one man show in Scotland and London, like like those like those like
that would
just
be
like him
good.
in a small stage. He was playing every character, and then it did really well, so they made it into a Netflix movie. It's crazy that it literally all happened to him. It's literally insane.
It's a lot. Like there's some pretty dark themes
full
in
on.
it. It's a lot. Like there was one episode. We fast forward a little bit. I was like it was a bit rough. But then there's just like
what kind of scene?
yeah, it just yeah.
like sexual
If you-
assault.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a lot.
But
But you get to the end, and you're like, fuck. The way they wrap it up, the way they do it all, it's just like,
Baby reindeer.
Baby Reindeer.
Why is it called Baby Reindeer?
You'll find out.
yeah,
You'll find out.
There's
No
there's
spoilers,
a
Joel.
movie called The Killing of a Sacred Deer that's meant to be good.
tactic.
It's a psychological thriller.
Yeah,
Yeah. Fun fact.
fun
Fun
fact.
Fun fact.
Charlie's fun facts.
Killing. Well, you know what was that movie we watched? Oh, Saltburn.
Wasn't a fan.
Yeah, no, and then I
Tried
started
too
looking
hard.
up better movies than Saltburn, and one of them was
Was that what
Is that you Googled?
yeah, always. I'm like movies that are better than Saltburn.
Did you get 5,000 million?
No, like
fucking-
top 10 movies that are better than Saltburn. Because there's a lot of good thriller movies out there that wouldn't like. Saltburn was a bit more hyped up because of that fucking Jacob Elordi guy and shit.
People love him.
Yeah, because
Apparently they ripped it though. Apparently
ripped it.
Saltburn, they ripped it.
yeah,
From another like
Wait,
similar
is this
style,
the
they ripped it a bit.
boxing?
Nah,
what
nah.
was the boxing one called?
nah, Saltburn's
Boxing one. Creed.
No. Recently there was the the wrestling one. Sorry, the wrestling
Rocky.
one.
Nah,
Oh, the
Zac
one with
Efron.
fucking Zac Efron. Apparently that's hectic.
That's not Saltburn. What's that called?
Iron
Iron
Claw.
Claw.
No,
Apparently that was good.
Saltburn's not about boxing.
All right.
It's got that other Barry Keogh, whatever his name is.
Oh, maybe that's the guy everyone loves.
That's
I
the
don't know.
main. No, Jacob Elordi's the Australian guy that went to St. Kevin's,
Yeah.
and then the other guy Barry, whatever that guy is, the other the main character, the
protagonist. We're talking about
Protagonist.
films.
protagonist,
Villain. Yeah, yeah.
that guy. That's
Talking
the new
about
Joker.
films.
Him?
He's the Joker. Yeah, because he
What,
played
the Batman.
He plays a So in the new Batman with Robert Pattinson, Robert Pattinson goes to Arkham and speaks to the Joker, and it's him.
Arkham.
But they don't show his face. It's like a real distorted like little teaser, but you can see it's him. It's him in the fucking.
He played.
title. In the titles, it's him.
He played another
Credits.
pretty well in Saltburn, I reckon.
Yeah, so it'll be good. So I reckon he'll be in the next Batman as a Joker.
Crazy.
Fuck, the Joker was such a good movie.
Yeah.
Joaquin.
Number 2's coming out.
Second
With
one.
Lady
No,
Gaga.
no.
I'm
Yeah.
so pumped.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga
plays,
is
Harley
fucking
Quinn.
Harley Quinn. She can act.
Yasu
She can
Harley.
act.
Harley Quinn. Yeah, I haven't seen it. What is it?
Yasu
The
Harley.
Gucci film?
The Gucci film. Yeah, I'm fucking keen. I love that
Saltburn.
movie.
So Killing of a Sacred Deer was one of the ones that it was meant to be good.
All right, we need some people to go out there and watch Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Yeah.
And Baby
Have you
Reindeer.
seen it yet?
No.
Trigger warning,
Killing
though.
of a Sacred Deer.
Is this our art house arc? We're going to start getting into niche cinema.
Yeah, I like.
I feel like we've always been on the fringe of it.
SBS.
We're gonna start going to
What's it
Cannes.
called? On demand.
Cannes.
Tribeca.
Start watching international films.
Good international film. I go to always Amélie, the French one.
French one.
Crazy.
To show that you're you have a eclectic selection, you need to be able to pronounce the name.
I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it.
No,
I don't know how to say it. There's another one. It's
Amélie.
It's Amélie.
This
There's
is the arc.
another French one. I can't even say it. It's they definitely don't say it like this. Lahaine. They don't say it like.
Hein.
That's a good
You
one.
go back into the arc. You go back now. You go.
Charlie
back
really wants to wrap this up.
You go early 30s.
Just wrap it up, Charlie. Wrap
Early
the arc
30s.
up.
You're back in the box, and you start getting into noir film.
Noir film.
Film noir.
Film noir.
Film noir.
Another
start
foreign
going
film,
art house.
City of God. City,
Yeah, the
what,
Brazilian one.
that's fucking hectic.
Como vai?
Speaking of noir, I don't know what noir means, but
means
it's fucking.
black.
It would be like, what is it? what is
Lethal
noir-
Weapon is a
what
noir
When
film.
they say noir film, what does that actually
Lethal
mean?
Weapon's a noir film.
What does it mean though?
I
we
think
need to-
it's
we need to
the
get a
new
proper-
Batman is a
Is it when it's very like
keyboard's
dark?
Greek.
Everything
so
is
the
like
new
dark.
Batman is based off Seven. That's where they got the inspiration. Seven. That one
Oh,
with
that's a big
Morgan
film,
Freeman.
film noir.
And then other film, but that's the style is noir.
Would we
Alright.
call the
So-
Joker? Okay, tell us.
Noir, a genre of crime film or fiction characterized by cynicism, fatalism, and moral ambiguity.
Okay.
Too big for
Okay.
our brains.
Would we
to
call? I
comprehend.
think we could put Baby Reindeer in there.
That's too big for our brains to comprehend.
Noir. Because I like
Two
when they
words.
have that just very like dark, just over.
I think it's crime. I think it's the crime aspect. That
Okay, so it's not the color.
yeah.
I'm thinking
what
of
is
just
the
like
true
everything
meaning
was
of
dark.
noir. I'm twirling the edge of my
So
mustache.
if you compare
having a bleak and darkly cynical quality of the kind associated with hard-boiled crime fiction and film. noir.
If you compare Christopher Nolan,
Mad. That's from
It's a hard-boiled
fucking
film.
Christopher Nolan's
Merriam-Webster. That was mad.
Batman is very like an action film.
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
the new Batman with Rob, they made it very like like Batman is a detective.
Yeah.
and it's
Noir.
got that like
Yeah.
detective chasing the bad guy, and obviously
It's not like Pam in your face. Like
dark
fucking,
undertones.
Bam, kablow.
Action America, baby.
A lot of detective work.
No explosions.
Minimal.
Minimal. It's not the
Yeah. Nah, man.
Vibes.
Noir. It's all about noir.
noir.
Yeah.
You got to noir it
gotta
up,
noir.
noir it up.
Wire it up.
Noir it up.
Watch
It's part
City
the
of God.
curve. Yeah, I want to watch that one.
It's pretty fucked.
City of God.
It's good. It's in the favela. And a lot of the actors they had in it.
In Tamarama. Where do we stay when we're in the favelas? Oh,
What?
remember when we stay
Near the favelas in the fucking upper class area of Sydney, the favelas.
We were joking, but it looked like, remember it was like the zigzag
Think
little alleyways.
overlooking the water and the
They're all
yeah.
mansions.
They're all
Like
mansions.
6-bedroom
We're
mansions
couple
on
and
a
half
cliff
mil
face.
Airbnb.
But that was like those little zigzag alleyways.
Yeah.
We were calling them the favelas.
No, I know what you're meaning, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely not favelas.
There's a Kiwi guy on YouTube that goes to those places. That's his vlogging. I can't remember what the thing's called. I've got followed him, but that's what he does. He goes to those like
favelas.
not favela. He goes to
His name's Spanion.
no, it's
Spaniard in the
Spaniard.
favelas.
It's not Spaniard. He's a Kiwi guy, but he goes to like those. What's it called when they go to places?
Extreme travel.
Extreme travel, yeah, and he vlogs them.
Oh, yeah. They
Places
go,
of like that are quite poverty stricken. Or
There's that
fucking-
Baldwin bankrupt that did like all of Russia and Ukraine a while ago. It's
You know
pretty-
what
they're
I've
pretty
noticed?
sick.
They don't talk about that at all on the news.
Well, here we go.
Russia.
Have you fully finished your arc? I don't know. I think you're still in it.
I just noticed the other day we were on the day. I was at.
we
So I
go.
only ever watch the news at my parents' house because Dad's got it on, and because they love the news.
I love it.
I've just noticed they don't touch on it.
the war anymore.
No, it's still going on though.
Yeah, I don't
There's
hear a
an
lot
agenda.
about it.
they don't talk about it at all.
No, I think you're right. I think you're right.
Is that a? Is that
Still
a
going.
I think that's
Still going, but that's why I'm like they don't touch on it at all. It's never mentioned. It's never brought up.
That's the nature of a man. There's been a lot of shit that's happened over our lifetime. Some of it we've heard about, some of it we haven't. They tell us. I know. I'm not trying to be like, but that's how it's always been. Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
always,
But
man,
I think that's a good
fucking
observation.
Media
I think that's a good
companies have
observation.
Got, the government's got a stake in all of them. Fucking.
Or they've
all
got
of
their
them.
own stakes in fucking other things.
Yeah, bro. Like,
yeah,
it's
that's why.
really-
That's why I'm saying there's an agenda by why they're not talking about it.
I think so.
There's agendas. There's
a lot of agendas.
Everything's an
There's
agenda.
agendas for everything.
The agenda.
The agendas are the things we cut out of this podcast as well. There's things
Exactly.
on this
Things you wanna know.
podcast, everything you
Please.
say,
Shit,
every
mate.
second arc gets cut out. People
Exactly,
want to know. We've got
man.
agendas.
We have an agenda.
Keep it up the
What's
leader.
our agenda?
DM for coaching.
DM for coaching.
The line.
everything.
Did we just cross the line back into conspiracy
All
talk?
right, I think we did.
I think we did.
We're in the back.
Have you made it out of the arc?
We're on the arc, man. The arc is our journey.
it's fuck.
It's
your
never
journey.
ending. You actually
You
never
can't leave
finish
it.
the arc.
You are the
always
arc.
arcing.
You're always arcing until you die. You're arcing.
True.
But are you on the way up of the arc or the way down? That's the
There's
question.
no up and down. It's just the arc.
Yeah.
Different period. It's a timeline.
Okay.
It's a timeline
It could be up.
of
It
your
could
life.
be down.
The arc is though that conspiracy arc.
I've
early
never left
20s. Some people don't leave it.
Early
thing
20s.
is,
I started when I was like fucking 12.
Yeah, same. I started when I was
you?
14, 15. Like Bush did dramas, and then
Yeah.
my mum said, "You
Yeah.
got to calm it. You got to calm down."
No, listen, Mom. I'm telling you.
No, have you ever watched The Sopranos?
No, I haven't. That's on the
Junior Soprano hit that arc pretty hard.
hit
If
it.
you watch it, yeah.
I got
He-
heavy onto the 9/11 arc.
Yeah, that happened to that, and then I'm like, all right, this is affecting my mental health. Stopped around like probably 17, 18,
But now you're back.
and then finished for a bit, and then I'm back into
So
it.
Buzz's arc started early.
Everyone's on their own journey, man. Everyone's swimming their own race.
Brother,
I'm
this
just
is-
swimming our own race.
Everyone's
That's it.
swimming their own race. I just want to go back to The Sopranos for 1 second because I'm
Swimming their
getting a
own race.
sponsored ad for a maroon shirt that I'm going to buy you.
I wouldn't say it's maroon. I'd say it's more of like a
Oh,
brown.
I have been sent that multiple times.
I'm going to buy it for you.
Please do.
I'm going to buy it for
I
you.
need it. I need a Euro.
Maybe I'll
kit.
buy 4 of them and we got to wear
Yeah,
Soprano
just
shirts.
different.
Because there's a light blue one and then there's the maroony color, brownie maroon color.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
It's mad.
I love it.
It's
Yeah.
mad.
I love it.
We need some more props. Gabagool. Vic Stavros. She bought us a frappe maker because
Yeah.
those reels we put up the other day were lacking coffee.
Or Sans coffee.
They were.
So
They
one's
were.
grinded. What's the fucking phrase? Ground coffee.
Grounded.
And then one is like instant coffee. So it's like instant frappe.
Yeah.
With
Frappe
little
coffee.
I want to say
In Greece, they
something,
use
but
fucking Nescafe. In Greece. The
best.
Did I say in
Glen
Greece?
43.
Greece. Blend 43.
Nah, there's Blend 43, and then
We've
they've
got Melverne,
they've
shouts
got
out.
Frappe.
Melverne, I want the sponsor.
They're made in Cheltenham.
Really? Cheltenham?
Cheltenham. That's out. And we had some Guluri. Did I say that right?
Guluria.
Guludia.
That's
Guluria.
plural.
Guluria, multiple.
Yeah, it's
We had
Guluria.
some biscuit.
Some
That's what I
biscuit.
said. Some
Guludi is singular.
Crazy.
Jamie's like,
You're married to a
fuck
Greek
is
man.
going
Come on,
on?
turn it
Oh,
up.
no, yeah, fuck. I'm sorry.
We're going to a Greek
Sorry,
singer.
Grace. We are.
We are. All of
September.
us. We've got a table.
Yeah, all of us except for you.
No, not
Can't
you.
say all of
obviously.
us.
Not you. Not you. You're right. No, we're me.
there any
Booz,
is there any seats
Angela,
left on the
Donnie,
table?
Sabrina, Victoria, and Dids. Got a
Is there
table.
any seats left on the table?
I don't know. I don't think Jamie and Laura want to come.
Jamie,
to
you're
Greek
interested in
singer.
coming to see. What's her name? Anastasia? Anastasia?
Anastasia.
Anastasia. Nick
She's my
Barretto fully
favourite.
thought we were going to see,
Anastasia.
like, you know,
Anastasia.
what's the song?
Yeah, no, I know who you're talking about.
You know the one?
Naughty's pop singer
Naughty's
Anastasia.
like fucking-
She's a queen.
She's a queen.
Big queen.
She's a queen. But we're not seeing her. We're seeing
Anastasia.
the next big king, Anastasia.
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 blast-
I'm going in blind.
Why have you got a table?
Oh, that's how they do
Because
Greek
apparently
concerts.
it's an event. They feed you.
They do
Mate.
they tables and you drink.
Like
at
a
the table.
table.
Couple bottles Johnny Red. Cracker.
So everyone's at a table. It's not a concert.
It's a concert with tables.
It's at the Pavilion in Flemington. I used to set these up. I used to yeah.
One of your-
I've only been to the
Set
boxing.
them
and
up.
the
I used to work. So one of the boys at the footy used
That's
to.
gonna be fun.
So, and he just like, yeah, boys, we're gonna set up the concert. Fucking whatever, $200 cash. Come down, work, and we used to do them. But they're with a box. They hold fights there
Yeah.
and Greek concerts.
That's
Very
gonna be good
niche
for a Greek concert.
and good carryover there, I reckon. Good
There's
coverage.
a bit of crossover. I reckon, yeah.
So I'm not exactly sure. I know in the middle there's tables. I don't know if there's seats around the back.
I doubt
Are
it.
you eating dinner at the? Why is it a fucking
It's just-
table?
Because that's what Greeks do. They sit at tables and they drink bottles.
I'm only coming because we're getting fed. We better get fed.
talk shit?
If,
No,
if
you
you
Make
stand up.
deals. You got to make deals.
If you go to the Bouzoukia in Greece, they sit at tables and they drink. They just pound bottles.
All right. We need
My parents did a fucking 8 a.m. at the Bouzoukia.
Yeah.
What is the
Next day, I walk
bouzoukia?
out in the sunlight and get a tiropides.
What
like-
is the bouzoukia?
Oh, it's a fucking. It's like a little it's like a little cafe restaurant, whatever. And they some manga playing up there. But no, they're band or whatever singer, and then
Yeah.
people go.
They went to the big ones. My parents said that the main singer and this other singer that rocked up had beef.
Yeah.
Rocked up and went there and he like showed him up and went and sung
Punch-ons.
sing battles.
Punch-ons.
Great.
Dramas.
Yeah.
Big dramas.
Big dramas.
I'll show you
Um,
how- I'll
Going
show
in
you how
blind,
it's
did
done.
you?
I'm going. Yeah. I'm just gonna rock up, see how she's in the day.
No one can drive in. Johnny
No,
Red.
yeah.
All right,
Do you
done.
drink bourbon?
Johnny Red.
Today I will.
Neither do
No,
I.
I think you have to get pissed at it. This is my first one. First
Yeah,
one in
same.
Melbourne. I've never been to one.
I've never been to one either.
All right, I'm keen to hear the review.
Flying the flag.
We'll become
Anastasia,
very
she's
niche
20,
Greek
she's 20,
music.
I
she's 20.
played a Greek track when I squatted today. It was
20.
We heard
unreal.
it.
I felt it.
I feel like that's more common than
She's 20 years old.
a lot of people are doing that. Yeah, you played it for your top set. But
Greek
that's all right.
songs.
No. Don't worry.
above the
Doing
rules.
what?
Nothing. We're going to wrap this up.
Hey.
Malaki, you got a one-on-one in like 3 minutes or something,
Oh,
don't
no.
you?
5. We've still got time.
5
We
minutes.
got
all right.
60 seconds to explain
Let's
that.
go.
What are we explaining?
Top
don't know.
sets.
Well, he said he goes, a lot of people are doing that now.
No, as in
And
like
they go,
I've been
yeah.
hearing a lot of Greek music recently in the
Yeah,
gym.
because Charlie Athanasiou and
James George
Con.
and James
Connor
George.
moves.
Connor
Greek
Conor
music
He's on
channel.
he's been on the Greek music.
James George isn't even Greek and he listens to Greek
Yeah.
music.
Everyone's
James
Greek.
George, he's a polyglot, just learning every
Polyglot.
language.
Everyone's
He's a
Greek.
polyglot.
Polyglot.
I'm gonna say polyglot. Fuck it.
comes from the Greek word.
He's swimming his own race.
I'm swimming my own race. I'm a uniglot.
Yeah, and then the I thought you played it for your so you played it for your top set. Is that correct?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Crazy. Felt it. Blue
Gia?
and white pumping through my veins.
All right, we're done.
We're done. Turn it off. I got to say something.
Done. Ciao.
See you later.
And that wraps up today's episode. Thank you very much for making it all the way to the end. As always, you are our favorite people, our diehard podcast listeners. So we do appreciate you. If you could help us grow the show, whether it be sharing it and tagging us on social media, or simply just sending it to somebody who you think might find the content valuable or funny, that would help us a lot. And then, as always, just to recap, we have our novice comp coming up. So if you're looking to get started with powerlifting, get started with us, maybe set yourself a good goal and really push yourself with your training, we think it's a fantastic place to start. It's on September the 7th. We have coaching packages for both online and in person that are built just for our novice comp. So if you are interested, first link down below. Second link down below takes you to our coaching services page. That is all of the information for both our online services and our full gym membership here. So if you are interested in getting on board with us, we'd love to help you. You can book a call through one of the links on the website or simply shoot one of the boys or myself, the main page, a DM on Instagram. We're happy to chat. No obligations, even if it's just to sort of see if we're a good fit for you. So thank you. We'll see you next week for episode 125.